Okay, so let's go ahead and hit page 34 of Prevention, June 2021. My goal tonight is to finish this prevention magazine. That's one of my main goals. 4. Let yourself grieve. Grief isn't limited to occurring after a death. It can be triggered by any change or loss, including a layoff, divorce, or in that case of the pandemic, month after month of not having that freedom to spend time with family or go anywhere you want. It's totally normal to grieve over these missing parts of our lives. Acknowledge what you're feeling and accept it that it's been a difficult time. We're mourning the loss of what otherwise would have been, says Gould. Naming and acknowledging your pain can lessen its hold, but be patient with yourself. Grief doesn't heal overnight or have a specific timetable for resolution. Finding a way to share your grief, whether it's venting to a friend or speaking to a therapist or a clergy member, may help you process what you're feeling. Maintaining some sort of structure and focusing on what you can control, such as planning meals, getting to bed on time, or even cleaning out your overstuffed closet, can also help create some semblance of normalcy during times of loss, says Gould. 5. Schedule some fun. When we're stressed, even fun things we used to do may not seem entertaining anymore, but try penciling something in on the calendar. It helps. Put a label in your brain to tell that you're relaxing, says Dr. Agarwal. Essentially, scheduling something pleasurable ahead of time gives your brain notice and tells it to pay attention because you're doing something enjoyable. She explains, plan to see a drive-in movie or make a reservation for an outdoor dinner or set up a reoccurring family fun night to play board games or make pizza. Arrange a backyard barbecue and neighbors. Make time for a craft project this weekend. Schedule a phone call with a friend instead of texting. Plan something that really gives you joy. 6. Practice gratitude. Another powerful method of short-circuiting negative thoughts is to focus on the good in our lives. Studies have found that gratefulness is associated with a lower risk of depression, anxiety, substance abuse, and eating disorders. Other research shows that just a few minutes of thinking about things that you're thankful for can improve your mood, and there's these many ways to count your blessings. Keep a gratitude list and write down 5 things you're grateful for every night before bed. Write a thank you note to someone who helped you. Or simply close your eyes for 30 seconds and think of all the people for whom you're thankful. It's important to practice gratitude with intent because the brain intends to focus on the negative during times of stress. We have to override it, says Gould. The truth is that upsetting times don't last forever, and you can discover strength that you didn't even know you possessed. The last stage of gratitude is being thankful for adversity, says Dr. Agarwal. In retrospect, you get an opportunity to grow by overcoming challenges. Sure, we wouldn't choose to go through something tough, but we can't emerge happy, strong, and healthy. Is it time to get help? Sometimes we need extra help to get through the hard times. Stay in tune with your body. Do you have muscle tension? Are you clenching your teeth? This is your body saying, pay attention to me, says Wright. Other indications, you can't get out of bed or you feel like you can't function. Nothing brings you joy. Your appetite or sleep is disrupted and you feel irritable all the time. If several symptoms persist for a week or more, talk to your primary care doctor and check out the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, ADAA.org, which has a therapist directory and stress management tools. Okay, moving forward. Prevention food. It's strawberry season. While we get the vitamin C packed berries at any time of the year, they're at the absolute best right now. Sink into snacks that really show them off. Quick pickled strawberry toast. Now that's active time of 20 minutes, total time of 20 minutes, serves 4 people. You're going to whisk together 2 teaspoons each honey and red wine vinegar, and 1/4 teaspoon each of kosher salt and coarsely ground pepper. Fold in 8 ounces of strawberries, whole and sliced, and let it sit, tossing occasionally for 5 minutes. Spread 3 ounces of goat cheese on a 4-piece toasted and rustic bread, and spoon the strawberries on the top. Sprinkle with additional pepper if desired. Now, per serving, that's 185 calories, 7 gram proteins, 25 grams carbs, 2 grams fibers, 6.5 grams sugar, 4 grams added sugars, 5.5 grams fat, 3 grams saturated fat, 10 milligrams cholesterol, 399 milligrams sodium. This one here I thought was really interesting. Strawberry lemonade ice pops. Active time is 15 minutes, 6 hours, and 15 minutes is your total time, and that includes freezing. Makes 10 pops. In a large measuring cup, mash 8-ounce strawberries whole and chopped, and add 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme together until strawberries are pulpy, and thyme is fragrant. Stir in 2 1/2 cups refrigerated lemonade. Then divide amongst 10 ice pop molds, leaving about 1/4 inch space at the top. Insert your sticks and freeze until firm, at least 6 hours, and you can use them for up to 2 weeks. Your per serving is 32 calories, 0 gram proteins, 8 gram carbs, 1 gram fiber, 7.5 gram sugar, and 6 gram added sugar with a 0 gram fat, 0 gram saturated fat, 0 gram cholesterol, and 8 milligrams sodium. Rice pudding with roasted strawberries. Now, the active time is 30 minutes. Your total time is 2 hours and 30 minutes, and it serves 4 people. In a medium saucepan, bring 3 cups unsweetened almond milk with 2 tablespoons honey, 1/2 vanilla bean, seeds scraped and reserved, and 1/2 teaspoon kosher salt to a simmer. Add 3/4 cup jasmine rice rinsed and simmer on low, stirring often until the rice is tender and most of the liquid is absorbed, 18 to 20 minutes. Chill, partially covered until cool, about 2 hours. Meanwhile, heat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Line 9 by 13 baking pan with parchment so it hangs over slightly on the 2 long sides. On a prepared pan, toss 1 pound of strawberries, hulled and halved or quartered if large, and with 1 teaspoon of honey warmed, and a pinch of salt. Scrape a 1/2 vanilla bean and toss all the seeds and pod half with the strawberry mixture. Roast, stirring once until the strawberries are tender and the juices start to reduce, but not brown. 40 to 45 minutes, spoon the berries and juices over the rice puddings. Now your total per serving is 234 calories, 4 gram protein, 4 gram carb, 3 gram fiber, 18 gram sugar, 13 gram added sugar, 2.5 grams fat, 0 gram saturated fat, 0 milligram cholesterol, and 406 sodium. Okay. Now this next part is prevention for the family. Roll with it. Now, if y'all know me, one of my favorite songs is by Mr. Easton Corbin, and his song is Roll With It. But anyway, whether your kids are on 2-wheelers or trikes, they'll love the bike games that boost balance, confidence, and coordination by Mary Giles. Red light, green light. Here's how to take this classic game for a spin. Have the kids assemble at the starting line on their bikes and at least 5 feet apart. Stand at least 50 feet away from the riders. When you turn your back and call out, green light, they should pedal toward you until you turn slowly, and they'll need a chance to stop and yell, red light. At that, the kids freeze. Anyone caught pedaling goes back to the start. Repeat until a winner crosses the finish line. Penny pinch. Space out 3 or 4 large plastic containers and challenge your kids to toss a penny into each as they ride. Make it harder by turning it into a race. Draw a course with chalk and place the containers along the route. The fastest to finish wins. The riders can shave 20 seconds from their time for every penny that makes it into a container. Slow-mo. Turn a typical race on its head by creating a twisty-turny chalk course for kids to ride as slowly as they can. Kids that pedal on bikes and put a foot down, they have to go back to the start. Let's see here if there's anything else we're going to share today. Looks like that's all we have from the Prevention magazine, which I'm grateful. So we can move to the next magazine, but that finishes up Prevention June 2021. Yay, everybody. Okay. So next magazine, so stay tuned.